Now, basically, the only new principle that's involved with this new machine that we've developed is that instead of power being generated by the relative motion of conductors and fluxes, it's produced by the modal interaction of magnetoreluctance and capacitive directance. The original machine had a base plate of prefabulated emulite surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing in such a way that the two swerving bearings run in direct line with the panometric fan. Yeah, I'm sorry. Can somebody mute themselves? I'm getting some feedback.
I'm sorry, I thought
Yep.
I was muted. My bad.
Yeah.
Am I muted now?
All right. Yeah. Thank you.
Am I
Yep.
muted now?
No,
Am I
you're good.
muted?
You just mute
Oh,
yourself.
where's the
Yep.
button?
All right. Thank you. All right. As I was saying, our research has shown that this new panometric
You won't believe
fan.
what just happened, man.
No. We won the Meet Kevin giveaway. Wait, really? Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to give the video a like and click that subscribe button as well. Really helps out. And if you guys do so, I'll give you guys a big virtual hug. Come here, come here. All right, now that we've gotten that taken care of, let's talk about the content for today's video. If you guys don't know already, Meet Kevin is a very successful financial YouTuber. He also owns a bunch of properties and talks about real estate, basically how to be smart with your finances. I've been watching his channel for a little over a year now, and I've learned an absolute boatload of very useful information that I've been applying to my everyday life. And he held a stimulus giveaway very recently where he was giving away $72,000 to 72 individuals. $1,000 to 72 people is what I mean. And I was lucky enough to get chosen. He has 1.6 million subscribers at the time of this video. And I never win anything. So winning this is like absolutely awesome. I sent him a video soon after explaining how I was extremely grateful for receiving this giveaway. And I also told them that if there were other individuals that had applied for it that seemed more needing of this money, because I'm not necessarily starving or anything like that. This money is basically going to get absorbed by the AE86 project. And I told them that. I told them that I run their YouTube channel and I do this, and that. And they were cool enough to send it anyway. So I'm absolutely grateful for this help. And they're not paying me to say any of this. And actually, I guess they are paying me, but it's not what you think, okay? I'm just a big fan of his channel, and I'll have his channel linked down in the description box below to check it out if you haven't already. I highly recommend it because you will be much more financially intelligent as a result, and that's always a good thing. So you can buy more cars and spend more time complaining about said cars, and the vicious cycle continues. So I don't really talk about finances often on this channel just because it's not really a fun topic. But when it comes to running a YouTube channel focused on cars, modifying cars, restoring them and things like that, the delays are often not just due to me being lazy, which is absolutely the case, don't get me wrong, but sometimes these parts get really expensive or they're bespoke, especially when it comes to an import like the AE86. They come from Japan or they need to be custom made or made to order sometimes. A lot of the times they're made to order actually. So me placing the order not only requires to have a lot of capital up front, but also willingness to wait sometimes months. Like for example, I ordered a Japanese front bumper from Japan. Of course it's from Japan. And I ordered it in October or so of last year. And it's June of 2021 right now, and I still haven't received it. It should be on the way. I just know there's delays and things like that due to COVID. And also the bumper itself had to get made, which is a process in and of itself. But yeah, I'm not complaining. I just wanted to explain to you guys how finances as well as shipping delays or parts being made do cause delays in me making videos. I have been thinking of pivoting into making some other types of videos for you guys so I can have more regular releases, try to make things entertaining as well as informative if possible. It's a work in progress. I'm still a small channel. That's why liking and subscribing is going to be a huge help. Also, in terms of finances, I do have a brand called Drift Merch. I'm wearing one of the shirts right now. This is actually the most popular shirt on the site. If you go to driftmerch.com, you'll be able to see all the designs I have up. Buying shirts and merchandise and like that, all that money that I make from that doesn't go to my own pocket. Well, it does go to my pocket, but that money gets put into a separate account that I only use for YouTube oriented things. So buying parts, buying camera gear like the camera that's sitting in front of me right now, and making more videos. So basically reinvesting it into the channel. And if you guys go and support at driftmerch.com, I would truly appreciate it. You could also get some really cool designs and shirts for yourself, maybe some stickers for your JDM ride or whatever you're building for your garage. All right, guys, I think I've been talking for way too long now. Let's go see if we can get the 86 started and back on the road. Woo.
Disappointed!
So with the 86, the starter is located underneath the exhaust manifold, which would usually be right here. I've already removed it, obviously. And it attaches to the transmission with a bolt on top and a bolt on bottom. Really simple. Once you unbolt those two, this wire right here is connected with a nut over here, and this one unclips. So it's basically just the power and to the solenoid. And after you remove that, you could slide the starter out. Okay, guys, so I've gotten the starter off the car. These are the components that are in there. There's a plunger. The only thing I've taken off is this little plate to reveal that area right here. And the plunger that I just showed you guys sits here. Now I've taken it out to show you guys these little copper contacts that are inside. There's one on each side and they are worn. The one on the side that receives power, as you can see, there's like a small indent. If I can get it to focus, there's an indent, and that's enough to make the starter click, and sometimes it'll start, sometimes it won't. In my car's case, it's not starting anymore. It'll just click once. So what happens is when the bottom of this plunger goes in and depresses, so it's in the starter, when this guy goes down, the bottom of it is not making full contact with both of the two copper plates that are in there. So it should be as simple as replacing those two copper plates, and we should be good to go. I want to keep in mind there's a washer in here, so just want to keep everything in the same order it came out. And then when we come to this side, I want to be careful of this little lead here too. Just want to make sure that all the metal contacts are clean and shiny, so I'm going to do just that. Got a little steel wool here, just gonna give it a good rub-a-dub-dub. Okay, the next step is to put this grommet back on in reverse order, so everything just goes back on the opposite way. The most difficult part of this entire procedure is really just taking out the starter from the car. In my car's case, it was underneath the exhaust manifold, so that does make it a little more difficult to access. But aside of that, this is really as easy as installations are going to get for a crucial component on a car. Such as starting it, right? It's pretty important. Now, when you are tightening this, you want to make sure that the contact that we just installed, the brand new one, does not rotate out of place. You want to make sure that it stays flat against the entire thing. So what I'm going to do is going to hold this down while tightening this guy right here. And it looks like we are good to go. Two brand new contacts are installed and in place. Now I'm just gonna clean out the plunger, the spring and stuff, because this is a bit grimy right now. I'm gonna sand this down a bit. Not sand it down, I'm just gonna give it a bit with this guy, just so it's clean. Doesn't take much effort to really give it some shine. The idea behind it is anytime you have electrical connection, you wanna make sure that all of the contact points are clean and ready to go. Alright guys, moment of truth. Oh crap. Okay, Okay, so the starter is working now, which is good. That means we fixed that issue. We seem to have another issue, so this is a two-pronged problem. Gonna investigate and figure out what's going on. Okay, I've traced the issue all the way back to the trunk, to the fuel pump wire. This wire is getting power, but the fuel pump itself is not turning on. Oh no. So it looks like I need to drop the fuel tank again. If you guys have seen the previous episode, I already did this multiple times, so I'm not going to show you guys on camera. It's like 100 degrees outside, so the sooner I could get this done, the sooner I could get the car driving again. I suspect it's going to be the fuel pump's wiring. I was lazy the first time around, and I figured, I'm like, man, this wiring's been working for 20 some odd, 30 some odd years. Why would I need to replace it now? But I suspect that those wires, when I replace the fuel pump, something's not connecting properly. So I'm going to take it out and I'll show you guys the finished product. Hopefully it'll all work afterwards and we could get this car started and back on the road. So I went ahead and replaced the wires with brand new PVC jacketed ones. These are fuel resistant, which is very important for the longevity of the wiring. I've also heat shrunk the ends with brand new ring terminals that are riveted to the bracket itself. I'm really happy with the outcome because the wires are not exposed to the fuel and the rivets are really stable. It keeps all the wires in place, and I think this is going to last a really long time. It definitely beats having to buy a brand new fuel pump bracket because not only are they rare, they're super expensive these days. Okay, you can do it. I believe in you, please. Hey! Yeah! Yeah! I am so happy that fixed the problem because I have no idea what I would do next if that didn't work. Whoa! Alright guys, now that we're back, we finally got the 86 fixed. It is driving, but we still have a few issues and we've added a few items to our to-do list. Two of which are namely a brand new ECU and a tune. As always, it looks like we've gone a little overboard. We've put the enlarged pistons in, as well as the increased compression ratio, as well as a slew of other upgraded forged parts. And the ECU isn't able to keep up with it, unfortunately. I guess it was kind of expected, and I was being a bit over optimistic with the ECU being able to handle that. I've gone ahead and already called a local tuner and set up an appointment. He will be merging the existing 86's engine harness with a brand new Haltech ECU unit, as well as putting the car on a dyno and getting a dyno tune for premium fuel. During this process, I'm going to find out how much power the car is making, so I'll definitely be documenting all of that for you guys. I'm really curious about how much power the car is going to be making. If you guys have any estimates, make sure to leave a comment down below about what you think. And I think that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out Kevin's channel. I will have his channel as well as his 20-part plan linked down in the description box below. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, actually. He is running for governor of California, so if you live in the state of California, definitely get acquainted with the changes that he has planned for the state. And if you have the opportunity to go vote, I'm not telling you to go vote for him. I personally will be voting for him. I've reviewed that 20-part plan, and I think that he has these things planned for the state that are really going to make a positive impact on our lives as well as future generations. So definitely check that out if you're a Californian. We've got a lot of cool stuff planned, so please subscribe and give the video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. There's got to be a way to somehow afford all these parts. I'm gonna find it.